to AEG's Global Media Conference at IFA 2024, and greetings to our dedicated colleagues around the world, including those at the Electrolux headquarters in Stockholm. Please note that this event will be live streamed. So, let's get to it. Prepare yourselves for an inspiring session and give a round of applause to Electrolux Group CEO for Europe and Asia, Anna Olsen-Leon.
Thank you. What an exciting day here at IFA, and what an exciting day here in Berlin, the actual birthplace of AEG, close to 140 years ago, in 1887. At AEG, we take great pride in our heritage and the way tradition and innovation feeds off each other and propels us into the future. And when we think about the early days of IFA, maybe you think about those black and white photos of Albert Einstein at the inaugural speech of IFA in 1930. But what I think might be less well known to you is that Einstein was actually the technical advisor of AEG, starting already in the 20s. In the 1950s, we launched the first fully automatic washing machine, attending to the needs of consumers at the time to save time when they take care of their clothes. And in the 80s, we listened to consumers when they said they want to lead a more sustainable life. We introduced the first vacuum cleaner with a sustainability button. One problem of consumers in the 90s was the fact that their dishwashers were very noisy in the kitchen. We listened and we responded with the most quiet dishwasher developed. We've listened to consumers and we know they value high-quality products from brands they trust. They want to have personalized experiences, and we know that more than the majority of consumers today want to live a sustainable life. So this full solution kitchen responds to all those consumer needs. And it's based on 3 pillars. The first one is assisted cooking redefined. So what is this? When I'm throwing a dinner party, or after a stressful week, I want to put a healthy meal on the table for my family of 4, I go to the internet and I search for a recipe. I follow the recipe and I put it in my oven. Here, and I'm not alone in that, clearly. We know that 80% of consumers do, like I do. But here, we create a taste gap for consumers. Because the fact is that the modern technology and cooking techniques we have today available to us in our ovens does not respond to the strict traditional settings that is stated in the recipe. We have found a way to bridge this taste gap for consumers, and we do this with cutting-edge AI technology. You will hear more about this later. Striking design. I'm a bit biased, I know, but this is the most beautiful lineup in terms of attention to details and design that we have ever launched. Making it possible for consumers to save up to 30% of energy. As you can hear, we are very proud of this full solution kitchen. And it has taken some time to develop this. We have worked for close to 5 years on this innovation. And we believe it is truly game-changing for consumers. I want to close with saying this is truly a kitchen for the future, available here today. Thank you. Hi, Christopher. You've been instrumental, as I said, to develop this full lineup, and we call it our best ever.
Absolutely.
What does this moment mean to you?
Well, Anna, it's a very, very proud moment. It has been quite a journey to come to this very point. You see, it's always very special to develop a complete new kitchen design. What's unique with this range, it is that it is born digital. But as I'm standing here representing so many colleagues, I really want to emphasize this was a true collaborative effort. Innovation strikes me as being such a cross-functional process. So, to you back home and all around the globe, huge kudos. Thank you. I'm so excited to launch this now.
So let's not wait anymore. Let's now unveil our best ever kitchen range to the world. Are you ready, Christopher?
I can't be more ready. Let's make it happen.
Designing a new range of appliances inevitably brings challenges, but with a guiding principle, it's easy to check if we're on the right path by asking ourselves what is best for the user. This is who we innovate and design for. Which is why it brings me so much pleasure and pride to be standing here today showing off the latest IKEA range, the best we ever made. My name is Thomas Gardner. I work in the design department, and it has been my privilege to lead this project from inception to reality here today at IFA. So, rewinding the tape a few years back, you might ask, how do we begin? It's a common misconception that design is only about styling and visual cues. Sure, that is part of it, but it's mainly about understanding humans. what makes us happy, what causes us pain, and what makes our lives easier. We spend a great amount of time talking to our consumers about what their ideal cooking experience will be like, their idea of the perfect kitchen space and how it would reflect on their sense of style and their skills in the kitchen. We saw how the kitchen becomes an extension of the person, the place to cook together, socialize and host the perfect party. We looked at kitchen trends, but also at the furniture industry and how technology has become embedded into our lives. And the rise of the domestic chef, always looking for that next challenge to level up their cooking. Then comes the fun part. We take everything that we've learned and we turn it into these products that you see here behind me today. The approach that we've taken is what we call a subtractive approach, where instead of adorning the products with extra pieces of trims and decoration, we instead choose to work with the materials that we need to construct the product in order to create the visual identity. So we set upon another journey, asking ourselves, how can technology help us cook better, more efficiently, and more enjoyably in the future? Thousands of hours were spent talking to consumers, mapping opportunities, and exploring potential solutions. The result is what I have here in front of you today. Cook Smart Touch, an ecosystem of interfaces based on the guiding principles of intuitive, sustainable, and personalized. Intuitive, meaning that everything is exactly where you expect it and when you expect it. Sustainable, helping the user conserve energy by making smart choices, like boiling that pasta water with the lid on, or switching off the heating elements in the oven for the last few minutes of a cooking process.
Let me show. And first, I would like to demonstrate how we have used leading-edge AI technology to address a major consumer insight. This is an absolute world premiere, and we call this AI Taste Assist. AI Taste Assist allows consumers to turn online recipes into optimized settings for their oven thanks to artificial intelligence. You see, the key insight here is that 80% of consumers go online for recipes. This is a major source of inspiration for them. So that means this is where we have to be. However, when they go and they follow these recipes, they get these very traditional programs that have to work on any oven on the market. Top, bottom, heat, 180 degrees. You know better. So I'm just going to scroll down. Down below the app. I'm just waiting for the recording to start. Okay, good. So this is just showing you the program, the temperature, to give you a feel. And then when I scroll down the app, I will find this area called Import Cooking Settings. Okay, let's do this. Of course, for consumers, we explain a little bit what it means. What I do next is I share the recipe with AI Taste Assist. And what the module will do is it will read the recipe, it will scan the recipe, and import the settings. And as you see as the first step, it will just bring you that bottom heat 190 degrees, which is in the recipe. So you could continue without optimization, but I'm really interested to get the best out of my oven, so I'm going to optimize. And when I optimize, the connection between my oven and the settings is being done. And since I have a steam oven, AI Taste Assist recommends me a low steam 170 degrees. This will give me much tastier and healthier results, because steam retains the flavors and the nutrients. So now I go on, it's in my settings, and I can get this really juicy inside and crispy outside lasagna that I was after. You're getting hungry, yeah. So then you might say, oh, can we repeat this easily? Yes, of course. Just have to click on the favorite button, save it, rename it, and call it Christopher's Lasagna, and then it's available on your favorites, on the app, and also on the Oven UI. Just one click away. So you see, with AI Taste Assist, we are addressing that taste gap that consumers are facing, and many more consumers will enjoy tastier and healthier recipes in the end. It helps us to save up to 20% energy for them. And of course, as you can see, we show this in the UI because consumers care. Second, on the hubs, we are now extending our Sense range, and I love the Sense Boil product.
Second, the Sapphire mat is 4 times more scratch resistant compared to conventional hobs. Let's imagine you spill some salt, pepper, or in our case, sugar corns on the surface by cooking.
Mark.
Do you see any scratches?
Neat, wonderful. I'm always amazed by it.
It is beautiful, yes. So let's take a look at our pen. Because as we just saw, we have no scratches in the hob, but we can see where the sugar corns left their impact on our pen, right here on the outside ring.
It's a real destructive process, very, very hard.
It is.
Okay.
Can be simply wiped off with a wet towel, no cleaning products needed. And by just wiping it once, maybe dry over it, you will have a clean surface without any smudges again.
Amazing.
I fully share your excitement, and believe it or not, the oven with the Cook Smart Touch and the AI Taste Assist, it's definitely already on my wish list. So many great things we have seen so far, right? It's with great pride to showcase all these innovations with you today. Most notably, AEG became the first brand in over a decade to dominate all 3 categories of that highly competitive Stiva laundry test, which is testing washing machines, washer dryer, and tumble dryers. So, it is with great pride that we present to you here at IFA this year our latest Stiva champions, the 6000 Series Pro washer, our 9000 Series Absolute Care washer dryer, and the 8000 Series Absolute Care tumble dryer. But we didn't stop there. Just last week, we set another record in the latest Stiva tumble dryer test with our model from the 9000 Series dryer range. And I think the Stiva verdict speaks for itself.